Hello Townships and welcome to the 1308 report brought to you by the Ohio Township Association. I'm Kyle Brooks, Director of Governmental Affairs. Today we're discussing new legislation that could reshape how property taxes work in Ohio. Representative Gary Click has introduced 3 bills aimed at reforming levies and inside millage. House Bills 420, 421, and 422. And alongside those bills, Representative Tex Fisher and Beth Lear have introduced House Joint Resolution 6, a constitutional amendment to cap property taxes statewide. With these bills, the OTA sees major risks for funding local services. Let's break down what each bill would do and why it matters for townships across Ohio. We will start with House Bill 420, Eliminate Property Taxes by 2030. This bill would end continuing levies, requiring them to expire instead of staying in place indefinitely. The OTA's concern is that continuing levies provide stability for essential services like fire and EMS. Eliminating them could create major funding gaps and force communities to constantly revisit levy campaigns just to maintain basic operations. In our view, this doesn't solve high property taxes. It risks destabilizing local budgets. Let's move on to House Bill 421 to allow property tax reduction by initiative. Currently, up to 10 inside mills of property tax can be levied without voter approval. House Bill 421 would allow residents to challenge that millage if they found it to be excessive. If 15% of voters sign a petition, the issue would go on the ballot to potentially reduce the millage. The OTA's perspective? Townships usually only receive 1.5 to 2.5 inside mills. Allowing reductions through referendum could jeopardize critical services with little predictability. And what counts as excessive? Inside millage would vary from community to community. A more balanced solution would be to cap inside millage growth at the rate of inflation, which would provide taxpayer relief without gutting local budgets. The final bill, House Bill 422, would raise the threshold for passing levies. Levies under 1 mill would need a simple majority. Levies between 1 and 1.9 mills would require a 60% approval. Levies 2 mills or higher would need 66%. On this issue, the OTA points to data. Higher millage rates already face an uphill battle. In November 2024, township levies that passed averaged 1.7 mills, while those that failed averaged 2.5. Adding supermajority requirements would make it nearly impossible for many communities to fund roads, fire, EMS, and police services. Here's the kicker. Very few decisions in Ohio government require a 60% supermajority. So, why should levies face a higher threshold to fund essential services? While House Bills 420, 421, and 422 focus on changing the way levies and inside millage work, another bill at the State House takes a very different approach. House Joint Resolution 6, sponsored by Representative Tex Fisher and Representative Beth Lear, would amend the Ohio Constitution to directly cap property taxes statewide. HJR 6 would cap property taxes at 1.25% of a property's true value, or 1% for homeowners who are 65 years and older and have owned and occupied their residence for at least 5 consecutive years. And that's your 1308 report on the recently introduced property tax legislation. The OTA supports true reforms that protect critical services while delivering meaningful, lasting solutions for taxpayers. That's the approach we will continue to advocate for at the State House. For more information, visit our website and subscribe to the OTA's legislative alerts. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay connected. Thank you for all you do for Ohio's townships, and we'll see you back here next week on the 1308 Report.